North Korea News Live, World War III threat rises as Kim Jong-un accuses US of declaring war. Here are live updates and the latest news on North Korea and the US. 6:30 a.m., North Korea moved jets to bolster coastal defense following vote to shoot down U.S. jets. North Korea has redeployed its warplanes and bolstered its coastal defenses after U.S. aircraft flew over the country's east coast last week, it has been revealed. South Korea's spy agency spotted Kim Jong-un's fighter jets moving across the peninsula while the North Korean military scrambled to secure their coastal borders. It comes after the Kim regime threatened to shoot U.S. aircraft out of the sky amid claims Donald Trump had declared war on the Hermit Kingdom. 4:30 a.m. California prepares for a new SEAL strike following North Korea missile tests. The state of California has laid out plans in the event of a catastrophic nuclear attack from North Korea, it has been revealed. In response to heightened global tensions and the endless war of words between Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un, the state of California has braced itself for a nuclear attack. A newly discovered 16-page document entitled Nuclear Attack Response Considerations has been issued to Los Angeles officials and the Department of Homeland Security, warning of the chaos that would ensue if North Korea struck the U.S. state. 0:30, Donald Trump intends to kill Kim Jong-un, claims international affairs expert Joseph Amanda Thomas warned the gears of war are beginning to grind inexorably as he offered a chilling insight into the escalating North Korea crisis. The professor warned U.S. President Donald Trump shares one common and dangerous trait with the man blamed for the First World War, German Emperor Kaiser Wilhelm II. 10:15 p.m. Police destroy package outside North Korean embassy. Police have destroyed a package outside the North Korean embassy in London using a controlled explosion. A statement from the Met Police said, police were called on Monday, 25 September to a report of a suspicious item at 19:52 hours outside an address in Gunnersbury Avenue, W5. Officers attended along with other emergency services. Road closures were put in place and nearby properties were evacuated as a precaution. A controlled explosion took place at around 21:28 hours. The item was found to be non-suspicious. 9:45 p.m. Homes evacuated outside North Korean embassy in London. Metropolitan Police have closed roads and evacuated houses after discovering a suspicious item outside the North Korean embassy in London. Emergency services are assessing the package at the scene, according to ITV. The North Korean embassy is located on Gunnersbury Avenue in Ealing, West London. The 7-bedroom home bought by the North Korean government for a reported £1.3 million in 2003. 8:30 p.m. U.S. launched missile interception tests in Scotland. The United States has launched a large-scale military exercise in Scotland to practice shooting down nuclear missiles. More than 3,000 troops will hone their skills at detecting and disarming live ballistic missiles. Defense Secretary Michael Fallon said the drills put the UK at the forefront when responding to the threat of North Korea. He said, North Korean tests have shown the danger of rogue states developing longer-range missiles, he added. by hosting this cutting-edge exercise in anti-missile defense with allied navies. Britain is at the forefront of developing a more effective response to this growing threat. American troops will be joined by soldiers from Britain, France, Canada, Spain, Italy, Germany and the Netherlands. The exercise will run until October 18th. 8:15 p.m. Joe Tambini takes over live reporting from Sebastian Ketley. 7:30 p.m. White House denies accusations of declaring war on North Korea. White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders speaking at a press briefing, denied Pyongyang's accusations of declaring war on North Korea. The spokeswoman underlined that the accusations are absurd. She said, "We've not declared war on North Korea. And frankly the suggestion of that is absurd. It's never appropriate for a country to shoot down another country's aircraft when it is in international waters. Our goal is still the same. We continue to seek the peaceful denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula." 7:15 p.m. Hillary Clinton accuses Donald Trump of fueling North Korean crisis. Former U.S. president candidate Hillary Clinton accused Mr. Trump of adding fuel to the fire in the North Korean crisis. Mrs. Clinton said in an interview with the French Daily Le Monde, "I think Mr. Trump poses a clear and present danger to America and to the world because he wasn't ready to become president. He doesn't have the right temperament nor the right leadership skills to be a head of state. His actions have deeply divided America and its allies. He has injected instability and unpredictability into international affairs. I personally think he is more dangerous than he is helpless. The President of the United States has a lot of power. He can scrap regulations and deliver dangerous speeches, just like Mr. Trump's first speech to the United National General Assembly last week. Mr. Trump's UN speech was dark, dangerous and selfish. He has stripped the U.S. of its moral duty as one of the world's most powerful nations, of all policy and of all strategy. He is fueling unnecessary disputes. His harsh words for Iran could trigger a second nuclear crisis, on top of the ongoing North Korean crisis." 7:10 p.m. This is how war by miscalculation starts, claims expert Vipin Rain. A MIT professor expressed his concerns about the latest threats from North Korea on Twitter. He tweeted, "DPRK really hates the B-1B flights. They were clearly making the regime nervous about surprise attack. This is how war by miscalculation starts." 7 p.m. USA. North Korea tensions escalate after Pyongyang talks of war. The saber-rattling between the U.S. and North Korea has taken an unprecedented dangerous turn, after the U.S. was accused of declaring war. North Korea's Foreign Minister, Ri Yong-ho, claimed earlier today that U.S. President Donald Trump had openly declared war on his country. Ms. Ri had attended the 72nd United Nations Assembly in New York, told reporters, "In light of the declaration of war by Trump, all options will be on the operations table of the supreme leadership of the DPRK." The foreign minister also went as far as to reserve his country's right to shoot down American bombers if they are not in North Korean airspace. "The whole world should clearly remember it was the U.S. who first declared war on our country," he said. Since the United States declared war on our country, we will have every right to make countermeasures, including the right to shoot down United States strategic bombers even when they are not inside the airspace border of our country. Mr. Trump personally responded to the thinly veiled threats in a tweet, where he said, "Just heard Foreign Minister of North Korea speak at UN. If he echoes thoughts of Little Rocket Man, they won't be around much longer." The Pentagon told reporters today that the U.S. military was ready to deal with a developing situation as necessary. Pentagon spokesman Colonel Robert Manning said, "If North Korea does not stop their provocative actions, we will make sure that we provide options to the president to deal with North Korea." The shocking comments came just days after Mr. Trump vowed to destroy North Korea if Kim Jong-un's regime continues to pursue its nuclear ambitions. In an impassioned speech at the 72nd United Nations General Assembly, Mr. Trump said,